all but one of them now reversed. Eder for Ivan Perisic, who was a doubt anyway with a muscle strain. The only change from the team that started at Pescara last Sunday. Danilo D'Ambrosio marks a century of Serie A appearances. San Siro bursting at the seams tonight. Huge expectation for the visit of Juventus, who rotate again after 4 changes in midweek. It's 5 for them today. Gonzalo Higuain, the most notable absentee from that starting 11. He's on the bench. Mario Mandzukic starts instead. Both he and strike partner Paolo Dybala are yet to score this season. Benatia rejoins Chiellini and Bonucci in It is a rivalry encapsulated in a name, the Derby d'Italia, Inter against Juventus. The hosts' recent record against their bitter rivals is dismal.
Frank de Boer was trying to instill into his team in the way that they were playing that evening, and came back thanks to Icardi. He got 2 late goals. And this is an altogether much bigger test against the champions.
Dybala stays down, Khedira pouring forward. The flag is, however, up against Sami Khedira.
Well, it's a late flag. It's a fierce start to this game. A couple of really fierce challenges in the middle of the park, and Dybala still down from one of them. And Khedira turning round to the assistant referee and saying, no, I was not offside. And you see from that replay, the German's correct. Really poor line on that far side. Santon just looked round at the assistant referee, hoping that that flag goes up, but he knew it shouldn't have done. That's why Dybala's down. Typically hard challenge from Murillo.
Icardi was the passage of play that led to both of the goals against Pescara last weekend, that saw Inter come from behind to win for the first time this season. And Banega it is who whips it in, and almost inevitably it is Icardi who gets on the end of it. Zukic recovers. Dybala blocked by Miranda. Here's Eder, fake to shoot, then does shoot second time. Not too far off the target of Gianluigi Buffon.
Good football from Inter. When you get this man in this sort of position, then things can happen. Thought he was going to shoot just a fraction before he did. Cocked his leg to do so, and then thought he still had space to run into. Benatia did enough just to put him off balance and ensure that he didn't get a clear sight of Buffon's goal. Allegri won't be happy. Inter started.
Super pass, Alexandro on the end of it. Space, and Khedira should have made it 1-0. Overwhelmingly the chance of the game. Now Icardi getting the better of Chiellini. Icardi! Nearly a moment of brilliance, but once again a chance at one end is immediately followed up by one at the other.
No, we should have had a goal at either end. Of course we wouldn't have had this chance if Khedira had buried his, but just a fraction away from Buffon's left-hand post. This is Khedira's chance. Lovely play from Dybala. Balance, then his ball to Alexandro, and it's an equally good ball from the Juve left wing back, and Khedira, because he knows that's going to end up on his head, he's just waiting for it. Tries. Yeah, there should be a yellow card. This is every bit deliberate as well from it's just since he's come onto the pitch. 3 Juve players will play the second half on yellow cards.
Well, a first half of the Derby d'Italia shaded, simply not good enough. Tonight would be a great way for him to win and stamp his authority on the team. So here we go. Second half, can Inter pick up where they left off at the end of the first? Because they certainly were a match for Juventus in the first half.
Yeah, they most definitely were.
Deciding he's not got the legs to get past Alexandro. Space instead for Eder on the other side. Eder, very nearly. They have regrouped. What can Candreva do? That was somewhat uncharacteristic from the best in the business.
Well, when you're that good, you can get away with that as well. Candreva just swinging one in with his left foot. That time Icardi hadn't made any movement. If he was any further away, then Icardi would have had a swivel and shot on goal.
Medel winning it back. Icardi helping it on to Banega, and then Eder with the shots. And the deflection to Buffon's relief is wide of the post.
It's all Inter. Juve can't get out. Poor on the ball, getting caught on it. Khedira that time ends up with a strike from Eder, and just wonder whether he thought about just opening up his side foot there and just starting outside Buffon.
A very rare mistake from Giorgio Chiellini that has opened the way for Inter. Icardi. Oh, what an effort that is! So close to a spectacular first Inter goal for Antonio Candreva.
He's definitely capable of spectacular. This is very, very close indeed. I wonder whether he just thought about cushioning that. Adair's coming into your picture, just entering the box late. I thought the volley was so hard, and it is so hard, but he's capable. Almost wheeling away, expecting to have made the desired contact.
Spilling away from D'Ambrosio. Alexandro, strong run past Candreva. What a delivery! And inevitably, Juve do find a way through eventually. You simply can't keep the best quiet, and Stefan Lichtsteiner is the player to pounce.
Well, it's an unlikely goal scorer. Two wing-backs combining, Alexandro with the cross, Lichtsteiner with the finish. It's probably the only time in this second half that Juve have actually got both wing-backs this high up the pitch. I do feel sorry for D'Ambrosio because his tenacious play almost won the ball back for his side from Asamoah, and then trying his best with Alexandro. But it's a beautiful ball in, one of those that's impossible to defend. Handanovic can't come for it. If there's an attacking player who's stolen the march on his opponent, then it's going to be a goal, and that's what happens. Lichtsteiner just ahead of Santon. They don't deserve it from this second half, but they're in front. Icardi's attempt at swivelling in the box.
Anega with the corner. Icardi leaps! Icardi equalises, and a player with a phenomenal goal-scoring record against Juventus has done it again.
You're just saying it was a test of character, and they answered it with flying colours. And Icardi so dangerous from these sort of situations. Just steals a yard and people and glances headers. That's how he scored last week against Pescara to get Inter back in the game there. He does it again on the 6-yard box. Just gets in front and stays in front. He's got the strength to hang in the air and gives Buffon no chance at all with that header. Really good leap. You see Mandzukic and Chiellini between them. They can't lay a glove on him. Neither can Buffon. And that's what Inter deserve.
Game though over on BT Sport 3. Well, Frank de Boer said in the build-up that they need the fans, the players need the fans, particularly in the claims for a second yellow card for Lichtsteiner were a little bit unseemly.
Yeah, they're not correct. Listen, I'm all for if an opponent should be sent off, he needs to be sent off and end up in a straight red, right or wrong.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Richard. And then the tussle between Icardi and Chiellini.
Maybe time to replace, not just the fact that he's given that foul away, and that's what Icardi wants a penalty for. Chiellini.
We are due a draw, by the way, in the Liga Italia. Alternated between Juventus victories and draws over the last 7. Inter up thinking in those terms. Candreva for Icardi. Still an opportunity perhaps for Perisic. And from behind, Inter lead. It is no more than they deserve. It is the substitute Ivan Perisic who's got it. And for the first time this season, someone other than Mauro Icardi has scored for them.
And that may be the case, but it's all down to Icardi again. I was surprised he didn't take a shot on when he got the ball in space in the 18-yard box. Won't come much more lethal than him normally. He tried to go round Buffon, and I was going to give credit to the Italy goalkeeper for not committing, for not giving away a penalty. You see Asamoah guilty of giving the ball away. Then the ball comes in, and that's when I thought Icardi maybe would have tried to get a shot off, but keeps his composure. This is a fabulous cross, and Perisic attacks it with so much purpose, and this is the header that Khedira was looking for in the first half. Heading it down, back across goal where it comes from. No chance once again for Buffon. And Inter get what they deserved, they're in front.
What a response to all the criticism, all the negativity that was around this club. After
reacted well, got a corner, score from it. Here they come again.
They look dangerous now every time they attack. Perisic goes for goal, and Buffon needs to beat it away. Sandro's delivery. Higuain! My goodness, that wasn't far away.
That's only a half chance. This looks as if it clips the post a little bit like Icardi's did in the first half. Fabulous cross in again. Alexandro beats Handanovic and just...
It does look as though it's going to be Miralem Pjanic. Pjanic takes. Again, a whisker away.
Yeah, not far away. I'm a bit surprised that Dybala didn't stand on the ball with Pjanic. Handanovic unsure right until the end about who was going to take it. Tried to use himself as a decoy to the side.
Alexandro. Fouled by Eva Banega, who has just been booked. And Eva Banega will not finish the Derby d'Italia. And the final 30 seconds and stoppage time for Inter.
It means a second yellow and a suspension, but you need to see this one out now.
4 minutes to play with 10 men for Inter. Pjanic. Alexandro delivers. Dybala arriving, gets there. Dybala. Oh, someone needs to claim it. Handanovic does. But has he taken out Khedira? No. Decision the other way around. It would be the second time in as many league games that Inter had come from behind to win a game 2-1. And that is exactly what's happened. Inter ignite their season and the Serie A title race. A memorable first home win for Frank de Boer, the first